can.
Yeah, you should.
Knowing that in my heart, I know it still, that finding buyers for it is always going to be a challenge.
Don't you think even after a period of time it will change? Like the reason I wanted this thing to happen to Raw House is because you start educating a certain strata of people that okay, just because it's born one does not make me look any less beautiful or it doesn't make me any small, right? So I go back to the garage sale that she did. It was stunning. Like I picked up 2 brilliant saris from there, and without shame, I wore them and I told them also the rest came from a garage sale that they have organized. So yeah, coming to the question that if we inculcate such practices further, it does impact its
Absolutely. I think it's about educating customers that thrifted is cool.
Yeah.
Thrifted is definitely
which
very cool.
Europe has done brilliantly. Like we can go to Europe and pick up from the Europe vintage market, or we go to the flea markets in Europe. But when it comes to India, I don't know why we feel we are shying it off, or we don't want to go there. Yeah.
That is a kind of passion of identity.
Yeah.
We will still link it there.
Ashima, would you want to add something to what Fal is saying?
Yeah, I think as you said, collaboration is something that will get you there, because the more number of people that are talking about a similar sort of a concept, that is when you can get it into the consumer's head. Because if one person is talking about say thrifting, buying second hand, buying consciously,
collectively,
we have to collectively talk about it and make sure that we are collaborating with the right set of people to bring that narrative forward.
Renu, what do you think India fashion stands at 2035? Where do you think we are heading to? Because I would like to end that on that.
35 is not too far away.
I know.
So I don't see much change from now.
Oh.
Maybe 5%, 10% towards sustainability, but at the same time people are going towards fast fashion also at the same speed.
Yeah.
So that is very scary. So it's very difficult to predict the future for this, but awareness, like organization, like India Recycles, if we keep on working at it and there is a dialogue, constant dialogue, then I see that people can change and are going to change.
Maybe if we have more of you and many of you, then that
Many of you, and also maybe you can give a platform to designers like us who are into sustainable practices but not sell very cheap, because the cost to us is quite a lot.
Interesting point, very interesting point. So does that affect you also as a designer to donate? Like it does?
It does. I mean, I have to think twice whether I can donate or I should donate or not. We have had this dialogue many times.
Yeah.
And after all, we are also there to earn.
Exactly.
I mean, sustainability is yes, but
bread and butter is important. Yeah.
we have to make some money. Otherwise, we will live in khadi only forever. And one garment only. So, I mean, this is just a joke. But I think one can create multiple type of platforms. So, like pop-up show with fresh garments, and you call people who can afford to buy.
Before you answer, taking from what she's saying, do you think online platforms can solve that problem? Like what she's saying that, let's say out of stock, like the Silai or Maidan or many others who are now giving away their stock at, let's say, for free, literally. So can the platforms really look at how to be redesigned, giving it all at cheaper price?
I think economic viability is one of the first key things, because they want to kind of dispose it off almost. For me, and this is plain logic, online businesses are extremely cash intensive businesses. In terms of marketing, I mean, everybody who's been doing digital marketing would know that to acquire one single customer today has become so expensive. I don't think so. It's an interesting proposition to do anything online. This kind. I feel like thrift stores, on-ground thrift stores will work much better in such a scenario.
But the communication doesn't go by, right? It is becoming it becomes like a physical point to connect. Why it has to be a global language that, okay, the narration doesn't spread across. It stays very city-based. So that's where the problem is. Like, I don't know if my friend in Mumbai know about this today, right? So if platforms like Rathore or Myntra or for that matter H&M or Zara start initiating these, then it becomes a narrative globally that okay, we are going to do this annually, looking at what our sales and economics are. So that kind of practice is once a year done becomes a stronger narrative for the industry.
Probably yes. I think it just needs to be kind of logistically figured out how one kind of achieves that. But I feel like India Recycling does a brilliant job at doing what they are doing. I have bought one of the leg pieces via Instagram.
Malika's stuff. Yeah.
Malika's thing I bought. So because I've been following them and I know they're selling something, I will end up going. So the thing is, when I talk about subcultures, there are certain people who believe in thrifting and looking for second hand and vintage. They will end up coming to all of this, but you are right. If the major players also get into something like this, it might definitely bring about certain change, especially in terms